Jefferson subbed in for Joe Johnson. We'll go to Doris Burke, who's
a 7-foot sharpshooter. He said he can give us problems, no doubt. It's tough to really bother that shot, and he can also put it on the deck and drive. We've got to just get into his body, try to make him a facilitator rather than a scorer. Kevin, we'll see if they're successful.
Thank you, Doris. Scola with it. Robinson picks him up, and that one's good. Here is Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Freak. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
There's 53 seconds left in the first.
Clear. They're dominating in that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And a big-time run there. They are peaking at the right time here to take the lead.
Well, offense and defense guys are complementing each other really well here. This is good basketball to watch.
And the basket by Scola. Brooklyn trailing. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Livingston passes to Freak. The Nets working the ball around now. There's a screen by Robinson. Livingston kicks to Robinson. 5 on the clock. The second chance effort kept alive. Over to the wing. They shoot again. The shot is off. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Toronto ahead, leading by just 1. And we'll return. And DeMar DeRozan, star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back. Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life that even Vince Carter at his best couldn't change.
And, you know, I don't even know if winning...
The new group in now for the Raptors. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for James Johnson. Ross is checked in for DeMar Carroll. And it's DeRozan in for Corey Joseph. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patrick Patterson is out there with Scola. And it's Ross in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. DeRozan's got it all tied up now for Toronto. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Livingston dishes to Freak. Scola against Robinson. Takes the 13-footer and off the front iron, and in it goes. That's 7 points for Freak. And the Raptors shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Lowry passes to DeRozan. Screen by Scola. And DeRozan kicks to Scola. The shot misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. 1:41 left to play here in the half. And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Freak. And it's a 4-point Nets lead.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Screen by Scola. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Can't make good off the pick. Nets leading by 4. Here is Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Good. And here's Lowry. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Patterson setting the pick for Ross. Scola kicks to DeRozan. Back to Scola. 6 to shoot. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
Livingston kicks to Freak. Dishes it to Livingston. Over to the wing. Robinson a screen on Lowry. Here's Livingston. And it's Lowry with the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Screen by Scola. Just a 1-point Brooklyn lead. And Brooklyn has possession. Livingston. The shot will not go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the... We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
DeRozan really playing well. He has 9 points now and 3 assists as well.
For a different look here. Luis Scola. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Ross is checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. So for Brooklyn now, Freak in at shooting guard. Robinson is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And there's Livingston. And it's Bargnani in at center. Here's Freak. Joseph with the rebound. Joseph's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots from 14. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And the pass to Freak. 1:57 left in the third quarter of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Livingston dishes to Freak. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Freak's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Pass to Scola. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Joseph. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 6 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
Scola hits them both.
Excellent game we've seen from Luis Scola. He's got 8 points and 1 assist.
And Robinson that time on the assist by Livingston. Robinson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Raptors trail by 6. Joseph the pass to DeRozan. Scola kicks to Ross. And the layup's good off the glass. .104 left to play in the third. The dish now to Freak. Fires the 3. Goes back up. In deep. Robinson drops it in. Robinson's got 6.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Ross dishes to Scola. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Scola's got 4 points in the quarter. Nets leading by 4. Picked by Bargnani.
Move the ball.
Livingston passes to Bargnani. Freak kicks to Robinson. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. The Nets working the ball around now. Lets the three fly, and he knocks it down. Good looking three there from Freak. Freak's got 2.
Terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 7. And we're... Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Substitution on the and Clark, maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
I don't think it's going to happen, partner.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Greg went deep for that one.
He did. I'm hungry now. Johnson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's MyCareer. And it's Joseph in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And so it's Brooklyn East.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Joe Johnson.
You talk about Joe Johnson, and you're talking about a solid pro, a guy who's been a great player for a long time. So I'd like to see him bust out with these kind of incredible performances. Sometimes he's been maligned in the press, but this guy...
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, a win tonight would bring them to 3-0 on the young season. What a start that would be for them. They've looked awfully good in those first two wins. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack and Shack was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard
Because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. This game against Indiana, the first time they met this year. And last year, they were able to take the edge in the series thanks to some clutch play.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
And you know, Greg, both would love to get the upper hand.
Lopez. Robinson comes in for Joe Johnson. Freaks checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Livingston in for Jarrett Jack. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Sanders. Hill comes in for Allen. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. On the court right now for the Pacers. Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Hill is out there with Turner. And it's Hill in at the 1.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Livingston. The Pacers pull it in. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And in that game, guys, the beneficiary.
What are you doing? Stay down. Stay down.
siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non si fanno dormire.
Io non dormo quando ti penso, io non dormo e basta e compenso. Io lo so che siamo uniti, se a capirsi basta il silenzio. Senza te sarai nel vuoto, mentre insieme siamo immortali. Bevi, accelero la moto, chiudi gli occhi e spegni i fanali. Vedi, noi siamo la luce insieme, il male che produce il bene. La notte abbassa lo sguardo, che guardarci non gli conviene. Siamo il bianco e siamo il nero, siamo Dio che appare davvero. Siamo piccoli e perfetti, come il mondo visto dal cielo.
Siamo fragili,